Hello everyone, tonight we're going to be doing some talisman, as today, August 30th, is the 3rd anniversary of my first proper stream, which was in fact a stream of talisman. And that was kind of been the longest running series I've had this entire time, was talisman back to basics plus talisman then after the end. We are going to have a bit of a twist to talisman, since, I want to say there has been like one DLC since I last streamed it, but it's just more legendary decks, which I haven't gotten around to buying. I've devised a couple sort of challenges. I'll go over the parameters of each one when we start each one. Both challenges kind of revolve around my favorite character, which is the assassin. Let me just get the game ready to go. There we go. We've got talisman capturing, and with its classic jam. I believe it's also on the song request playlist, so like if you all wanted to, we could listen to this anytime. With the I've got song requests going. I think it's just a matter of popping in and the command in the chat. Alright, so now, for the first challenge, which is the newest one, I've actually still got an old test run of it. Is called Talisman Hitman mode, because basically the rules are that I will be playing as the assassin, and the expansions in play here are going to be random. I think I'm actually going to disable Ancient Beasts, because in my testing, one thing, it slows things down, and it adds a component of sometimes the game just ends with nobody winning because some beast went Apex mode. And honestly, not a huge fan. I'm also gonna disable Realm of Souls just in case that interferes with. It's I don't know how that interacts with the way the Seeker House rule that we will have enabled, which is no respawn. And it works. It works because if you just die completely immediately, then Realm of Souls has no impact. It's more or less because it's all about the Realm of Souls. So, And the ending is going to be specifically he's set to race to the crown. Because basically the idea of this challenge is that I will be playing as the assassin. Oh, interesting. Apparently I accidentally... Apparently, by randomizing everything, all the expansions, I managed to disable the characters from the base game. Somehow. You'd think those would be always enabled, since, you know, it's the base game, but apparently not. Apparently you can disable them. And so, the randomizer can disable them for you. I'll be playing as the assassin with the special rule that I cannot enter the inner region unless I'm pursuing someone. So basically the way I have to win is by killing all 5 AIs, or having them die by some other means. And so the scoring for the challenge will be how many of the AI do I manage to successfully, you know, pull off a hit on, i.e. kill through some means, even if that's just you not necessarily, you know, running up to them and stabbing them, but it can also include things like forcing them to re-roll in a way that results in them having, you know, a result that ends in their demise. So since we have the woodland enabled, you know, I can use Dark Fate. Because, you know, a hitman in a world filled with magic is gonna use whatever means are available. Right, so immediately we're up against a stone golem. But fortunately, all I have to do is roll a 4 or higher. And boom. It's actually 3 or higher. So it's a daytime and the Blood Moon expansion is enabled. So immediately got so immediately we're only the 1 point of strength trophies away from getting an extra point of strength. And also, one additional rule is that if I can move to encounter an enemy, if I can move to encounter another player, I have to make that move. And I have to encounter that player. So, well, yeah, that will basically sort of force me into confrontations with the AI. Oh, Chivalric Knight. Rolled a 1. Alright, can I... Okay, cannot force the Chivalric Knight to reroll that. Guess it's just 1 fate per roll, regardless of type. Okay, aggressive taxation. Next 5 rounds. And if any player would spend it in gold, they must spend 1 additional gold. I mean, I don't really foresee myself spending much gold, because that's usually a thing when you have, thing you do when you have the city expansion available, and the randomization didn't give us that. Like, I guess if you want to buy, it's good. Just get something slow. Because I have, in my testing, I have found that one very good strat. Actually, no, the hag just means no additional followers other than the hag until you can get rid of her. Alright, so as per the rules of the challenge, I have to go fight the Conjurer. Fortunately, I just win instantly. Because I just assassinate. And I already have higher strength than 2, so I don't know why it even forces me to roll. Alright, so that's one point down on the Conjurer. The Ogre Chieftain's gonna be our hardest target because he's got higher strength than we do. Right off the bat, and he's got six lives. So hopefully we can avoid confrontations with him until we can build up our strength a bit. And Snundler just lost a life. Because, you know, when you've got 1 strength, you don't really stand a chance against a werewolf. And of course the Ogre Chieftain would get the opportunity to get even more strength in combat. Clearly he's gonna be, or you know, he could just lose. Lose because, you know, there ended up being a psychic combat in between him and his new follower. See if we can crank up the AI speed a little bit. Which I think some talisman updates reset my settings, so Ignite is potentially going to be difficult as well due to his high movement speed. The Conjurers stayed within. Oh, and that's gonna be a problem. Having just a space where people can go to heal 1 life completely free of charge. But I guess we're just gonna take that life right back. If we can get something good that triggers on winning battles, then that we can get a lot of value from something like that. Because ideally, we're just gonna assassinate our way through most of our battles. Brilliant. We already started off winning a battle against an enemy with twice their starting strength, so if that was just completely moot because Dark Cultist is always evil. Man, the connection's not doing great tonight. Hopefully that doesn't get it to be too bad of an issue. City of Shadows. If it's day, roll 1 die. If it's night, roll 2 dice. Sunlark has gained 1 craft, but that's not gonna help him when you can be as smart as you want. That doesn't help you if someone is just stabbing you in the guts. Right, re-roll that. Ooh, I will absolutely take the opportunity to teleport to any space in the entire region on my turn. Let's see. The best. So it looks like the best way to keep the Conjurer from being too much of a problem is to try and just force her onto those spaces that already have cards on them. So like later in the game, she's gonna run out of spots to move stuff to. And also, right now, either of the options she could have chosen, those are not spaces where you draw cards, so I completely forgot that I was moving to a space of my choice. But I guess I'm just gonna fight the Chivalric Knight. And since his strength is equal or lower than mine, and he loses. To the Dark Cultist has started in on the woodlands and then gets immediately turned into a toad. So that could be something that could help with the Ogre Chieftain a bit. Also, like a really good. Another thing would be, again, just getting some kind of like weapon or something that generates value on winning any battle. If we can roll a 1 next turn, then something we get an opportunity to move the Reaper, and you can get another shot at the Conjurer. Actually, no. Not yet. We would have had to have done that last turn. I would have had to, remember that I was able to teleport to any space that turn. Remember before clicking to roll the die. However, Conjure doesn't get to move, the stranger around this turn. Got 6. Go over to these fields and see what we find here. Runic Enthusiast. A character owning an invention or a card with clockwork, and then they take the Runic Enthusiast. This is a follower. Add 2 to your strength and anything craft in battle or sacred combat against construct enemies and players with an invention. Ooh. I just have to not get any inventions or clockwork things. And if other players start crafting inventions, then that makes them more vulnerable. No, I think they were just re-rolled. Yeah, just re-rolled a movement die. Which naturally... Oh, he actually lost. Despite having currently the best strength out of anyone right now. He's officially been knocked down to the normal amount for a fresh character. Staff of Mastery. But because the Swindler is good, he can't have the Staff of Mastery, which means that's up for grabs. And of course, Conjurer found a spot to get healing. I think I'm just gonna head into the hills because there's some good stuff to get in here. Like, for instance, I can just auto-kill a snow goblin and immediately bump my strength up by 1. But particularly, I can go and fight the Eagle King, and potentially he gets a good artifact. Apparently one of the artifacts eggs available from the Eagle King is like legitimate speedrunning tech. Like people have actually speedrun this game. And the basic speedruns tend to use the art now. Because apparently that can take you to, like, either right inside the inner region, if not to the Crown Command. Or something like that. But yeah, we're not gonna be doing that because unless one of the AIs is already in the inner region, I'm not allowed to enter. Which, I mean, I guess I suppose I could make the rule just as I'm not allowed to hold a talisman or something. But like, the broad idea with that is just simply I have to win by killing everyone else, or at least having everyone else die. We've got a Wind Raider. Should be perfectly easy. Yep, auto kill. But apparently, one of the fastest is his speedruns is using the no respawn on house rule. But like the strat is specifically like you can win in 14 seconds if you just are able to set it up in such a way that you can kill your one AI opponent with the Reaper pretty much immediately. So that's effectively the win I'm going for tonight. Is that they just with more of a focus on killing killing the other players and less on necessarily doing things quickly. It's like you can't kill 5 players at that speed. Even if some are starting to get into precarious positions completely on their own. Like how the dark cultist and the swindler are both sitting at two lives. With just 2 bits of damage, and they're dead. Pretty much everyone but me and the ogre chieftain have decided to go into the woodlands. Which, you know, once I'm done here, I probably should do that. See if I can get a good. Well, that's a bit of good luck. The chivalry Ignite just got turned into a toad, which means he no longer has his horse. And the conjurer became evil at some point. I'm gonna go back here because I don't really feel like going against all these psychic combat. That's against dragons right now. And that's a cave troll down. Well, but the cave troll, it's not an actual card, it's just an enemy generated by a space. Okay, and I can send the Reaper after the Swindler. I'm gonna force him to reroll. Roll that's 6. Ooh, and that's then Reaper after the other character who is running low on life. Yeah, I'm gonna force you to reroll that 4. Dang it. Oh, decided to go for one dark fate instead uh, of getting any healing. I've I've made progress on a mission to roll 100 ones. Fantastic. Oh, and, well, the Dark Cultist teetering on the edge. I, I believe she might be just barely in the range for the Reaper. Able to be able to reach her, so we might have our first death for the night fairly soon. And so that regains 1 fate. On the and the toad just got sent. The Toadified Chivalric Knight just got sent out of the woodlands. Like, I think, like, back to his starting space. Just gonna make it way harder for him to ever get his horse back. So that just made things a bit easier. Or when it comes to dealing with the knight, at least. Alright, so now I can move through these spaces without being forced into an encounter with something from the Grillipus deck. Blizzard. Winter has come with a vengeance, and a blizzard envelops the land. For 2 rounds, all characters, no matter what region they are in, may only move 1 space per turn. Blizzard then abates to the discard pile. Oh, I think the Dark Cultist is dead. That I think. Yep. the Black Unicorn rolled maximum attack. But that's not a point for me because I had no part in that other than I guess triggering the blizzard that should cause her to move to specifically that space. But then again, she would have drawn that pretty much regardless. Actually, no. Because that was the second card from the deck. So she would have had to land somewhere that would have caused her to draw 2 cards off of the top of the woodland deck. I mean, there's still creatures from the cards from the Highlands deck on top of the main deck, but because so let's see, yeah, I think I've got acceptable odds. And of course it gets exactly a 7. I guess I'm missing a turn. Yeah, since there's hardly been anyone in just the main board or drawing cards. It's kind of been hard for us to get through those extra cards that were stacked on top of the main deck. Okay, so that just that particular card can just send you home. Well, the Chivalric Knight has returned to his former form, but without his steed. I think Conjurer's ability to just move the Grace Hearted around can be a real problem. You have a horse and cart. Okay, so that just specifically kills off. Let's see, Hidden Chasm. You have horse and cart, mule, riding horse, or war horse. They fall down the snow-covered chasm and are killed. Then discard this card. So the Cyclops. Oh, so I guess the Vagabond is just getting murdered pretty much immediately after joining the Chieftain's party. I was kind of hoping that maybe there was some result. I think the Swindler man should steal first night the Chivalric Knight's horse. There's at some point. Oh, the Dragonspire is potentially very risky. You need to have around. Since if somebody can just get that up to a high enough value, take them directly to the Crown Command, they just win. Now the Chivalric Knight is getting his ass beat once again. Love to see it. Wish I was having any part in that. Which unfortunately I'm completely out of fate, so I can't even just like have a part in it by making him lose. Oh, guess I'm going and fighting the Ogre Chieftain now. Fortunately, I've got 4 strength, so worst that can possibly happen is a standoff. And I actually won by 1 point. So now the Ogre Chieftain is down to 2 new life. But since I didn't... But it only counts if I score the killing blow. No, not if I just get them close. Like if I can perhaps continue pursuing knowing the Ogre Chieftain down this route. Oh, and there goes the horse. The horse is now just dead. The swindler got some goodies in exchange. Ooh, that was... Those were both real bad. And since... Regardless, either of those options would lead to the Chivalric Knight losing 1 life. And in fact, a very bad draw could have ended him right there if he had gone into the desert. All it would take is for him to draw an enemy that he ends up losing to while in the desert. At least Swindler should still be relatively easy to pick off. Because he's still sitting at 1 strength. I think the base. Oh, that's the craft enemy. I'm gonna go for it. I guess really it could have gone back to that spot from before. That would save me from taking 1 damage. But you know, it'll probably just end up being another 7 or higher. Okay, good. There's a Ghidorah skill here, so the Ogre Chieftain had no option to just attack me in retribution. Wait, no, I'm not even over there. That's the spot the Swindler's at anyway. Hey, the Ogre Chieftain overshot me by 2 spaces. Which means that if I can roll a 2, then I can get another hit in on him. Of course, you know, that would be even better if he was sitting at 1 rather than 2. No, but, you know, you've gotta take what you can get. Right? The Chivalric Knight is potentially doing a very risky move. And Chivalric Knight is dead. An enemy with 2 craft. But yeah, that's also not a point for me because in fact my opportunities to get any points for names in the challenge are steadily dwindling. People keep managing to get killed completely accidentally with no input from me. Because like I have to be involved in at least the turn that kills them, I would say. Alright, hey, there's a Ghidorah scale I have to encounter here. Since you have the Dragon Bracelet, you count as having a total of 7 strength, even if your strength is actually higher. You cannot count any bonuses to your strength from other objects, followers, spells, or special abilities. Oh well, there goes the Runic Enthusiast. And I guess I'm just gonna draw a Dragon token. And so now... Oh, Varthrax is the Dragon Lord. But now I can just auto-win against pretty much anyone. Because I've got 7 strength. Just by default. And it's gonna be a bit before I have to worry about surpassing that, so... Oh, I am... Okay. Okay, asshole. Well, you just got yourself moved up to priority number 1. And didn't ya? I guess I'm going into the ruined mine. I'm gaining 3 gold. I don't really have any particular thing to like spend it on. Oh, this could be my chance. Oh, actually, I think the Ogre Chieftain might just be dead. Yeah. Yeah, he's just dead. Just steamrolled by a mountain dragon. At this point, I'm just gonna be the last one standing, rather than being the one to kill all of these AIs. You see how the greater half of the AIs are dead, and I haven't had a hand in finishing off any of them. So maybe this tries just to wait for the AI to nearly kill itself and then swoop in. take advantage of vulnerability, rather than creating the situation myself. I'm just gonna encounter this dragon scale. Oh, and of course, because my craft is lower than my strength, I have to do psychic combat here. But I won anyway, so now I have dragon scale. Give me a bonus against Ghidorah's as enemies. Which, I mean, if I can attack the swindler, then I've got fit. Really, Conjurer? Right now? Guess we're time warping. Time to just sit back while the Conjurer takes 3 turns. Possibly, like, puts herself near death by encountering a bunch of enemies. Things that she can't defeat. Oh, but she did gain 1 strength. She's still got another turn. I can just find something that will let me steal an item. I don't know if there's anything that does that. And given the available... Yeah, I'm gonna encounter this dragon scale. Okay, so castle raid, so... Yeah, there's gonna be a bunch of Ghidorah's cards on the castle. Oh, and I'm getting dropped on the crags. Fantastic. Why are you even enchanting them? Because I'm pretty sure you don't even get a buff from it. Because the Dragon Bracelet says you can't count any bonuses to your strength from other objects, followers, spells, or special abilities, so... Swindler's just stuck at 7. For as long as he holds that bracelet. Alright, it's time for the tumbling boulder. At least I got rid of that That harpy. Oh, gosh. Throwing down a barrier like, no, not right now. You're not. So, 3. Yeah, he could get to the Eagle King. He'd have to roll a 6 to do it, but it's not impossible. And Conjurer's lost 1 life. Right now, just gonna head back in there. Guess I could have gone like 1 life or something. And I guess I'll take a diamond. Again, like, money is fairly useless without the city expansion. And both the werewolf and the reaper are so far away from literally everyone that they can't really do anything. The Swindler, the Swindler set his die roll at 6, which does mean, yeah, his fancy mace that grants 3 free strength is completely worthless to him because he's just stuck at a static like 7. Ooh, he's gaining 2 gold. I guess I could visit Cog at some point. I've got enough gold to get 3 new materials and make an invention. And ultimately, I want to say, like, the Swindler was basically just delayed a turn at getting at the Eagle King thing because, like, I'm pretty sure there's no overshooting the last. There's a space in a corner region. But so, I'm gonna just try and go for Cog at some point. Oh, and of course I get attacked by a vampire prince. And of course, the entire reason I got to roll was because I could have gone, was because the vampire prince could have rolled a 1 there. So there was a possibility of a result other than me losing. Again, like your fancy magic stick is worthless. Well, he just beat the Eagle King. Now he has Deadwing, and now he has Dreadwing. Yeah, this is turning out real good. Oh, the Swindler is the only one that can have that lance. Since everyone else is too evil. Evil for it. Well, guess I'm just gonna go over here. Because I don't feel like initiating a psychic combat. Dragon grab helps you and drops you into the ground. Roll one die, move that many spaces counterclockwise. Then lose one life. Well, I'm fucked. And of course, I land on the spot that I was trying to avoid and die anyway, on that spot. So now let's just fast forward because I hardly care about the AI at this point. The Swindler won just by being the last man standing. Alright, so that's number one of the two challenges I had prepared for tonight. Hey, at least it got 19, at least it got 17 battles won. Alright, so now, second challenge. Gotta disable everything except for the dungeon. Because the second challenge is actually one that I devised a while back called Assassin Percent. Is basically you just play as the assassin and try to win as quickly as possible. All by way of delving the dungeon and taking out the Lord of Darkness. And so basically, this one is scored by the number of turns you take inside the dungeon. Like when you're outside the dungeon, you can take like until you do have to enter the dungeon as soon as you're able, but until then, you're free to basically sort of prepare however you wish, with the options given to you on the way there. And I really don't care about what the AI is doing. I'm gonna reroll. Try and get to the dungeon a little bit faster. Hobgoblin. Assassinate, auto kill. Now I just need 4 more points of strength trophies. Get to the next human player. Ah, I have a rival in the dungeon. Alright. Entering the dungeon, so that's turn number 1. Goblin Sniper. Assassinate, auto kill. So now I just need 2 more points of strength trophies. Right, turn number 2 in the dungeon. Right, draw an adventure card, Goblin Slayer. Take it. Now I effectively have 4 strength, 5 against goblins. Yeah, I'm gonna... And he turns in the dungeon counter. Alright, turn 3 in the dungeon. You can either go for the library. Look over the library, see what we can get. We got a spell. Magic Shell. Casting yourself at the start or end of your turn. No spells or magic objects will affect you until the start of her next turn, including the command spell. However, you cannot cast any spells or use any magic objects until the start of her next turn. Command spell part is irrelevant because you still got... That's another aspect of the whole challenge. Is that it is not only a race to see how quickly we can just sort of jump from... Alright, I think I probably don't want to use Goblin Slayer. Yeah. I'm gonna not use Goblin Slayer. And I'm gonna reroll and immediately hit another 2. So that's turn 4. But basically, this challenge is both a race to see how quickly you can win, and also if how quickly you can win ends up being faster than how quickly the AI can win. Okay, so that's turn 5. We're moving forwards 2 spaces to a corridor. Alright, I'm guaranteed to at least win against the bats. And I actually dealt with them. It's 6 turns. We've not even gained enough of... Not even... And... Ain't gotten enough strength trophies. Right there we go. Got a knoll that we can just immediately murder. And there we go. That's an extra point of strength. Ink on turn 7. Which we have to get up to a total of 19 to be able to be guaranteed to just jump right to the Crown of Command once we fight the Lord of Darkness. This is because we have to be able to beat him by 7 points by default. Because you're effectively shooting for a 20 total. You know, since you get to roll a die when you assassinate, one of those points is already taken care of by the die roll. Like, well, at minimum. Let's venture into these caverns. Alright, got just a couple goblins. They can just cleave in twain. Me. Yep, just assassinate them both. And so now we've got... That was turn 8. Oh dear. The troll is already making his way... Okay, he doesn't have a talisman, so he can't actually just win outright. We don't have 1 gold to pay the torturer, so... I don't know if I can just lose 1 craft I can't actually lose. I guess we're fighting this Dark Elf. And losing to this Dark Elf. That was turn number 9. Yeah, I think the troll just decided to dip his toes into the inner region a bit. Alright, Battle Hulk. You may evade the Battle Hulk instead of attacking it. It will remain here until it is killed. It's possible for me to need to kill that thing, but I'm not gonna risk it. And so I'm just gonna head into the cavern. Right, got a talisman, but first we've got to deal with the gate smasher. Fortunately, we're getting at least a standoff against it. Right, trade trophies. Get another point of strength. And that's turn 10. Alright, so now we've got corridor or vault. Yeah, I'm gonna go for the vault. We've got Oracle, Faithful Hound, and Secret Passage. Yeah, I will absolutely just reorder. Right, put that there. Alright, so now uh-oh. I did not mean to end up fighting the Lord of Darkness this early. And I lost to the Lord of Darkness on this initial attempt. this very premature attempt. Alright, so that's technically turn 11 in the dungeon, but now I effectively have some extra time to prepare, assuming I don't get murdered. Murdered by this monk who has decided to just beat my ass out of nowhere. Okay, good. I'm beating the monk. Here, take 1 damage. Yeah, just punishment for trying to attack me. Oh, guess I'm fighting a dragon. And I can just assassinate and win. So that's another point of strength. Can't go into the chapel because I'll immediately die. I will just get struck down by God. So I guess I'm going back to the crags. Right. The enchanter. The other option is another dragon and a wraith. I'm gonna go for here just in case. Just in case that wraith fight goes awry. Alright, and I can just assassinate and auto-kill the doppelganger. And go over here. I've got no money to pay that guy with, so because I had all of my money taken pretty much immediately. Oh, cool. And I get to miss a turn as well. And because I was fast forwarding through all of the AI turns, I don't even know why. Yeah, no, I'm not going for or a fight against a demon with 10 craft. I will literally die if I try and do that. And it's gonna kill with this mercenary again. Right, and step over here. Get a sword. Useless because I have a better weapon. And of course I'm gonna roll another result that would end up with me fighting that demon. So I'm gonna go over here and just auto kill this ogre. I guess somebody picked up the mercenary. Cool, love that. Love missing turns. Alright, step over here. Clearly I need to go, like, the other way around the board or something to stop rolling results that would have me fight that demon. Alright, do I want to risk fight with this ghost? Yeah, let's risk it. And the risk paid off. Gonna replenish fate. Alright, so let's see. And when the creature is killed or the opposing... Alright, I'm going to sadly use my dog as fodder. Just to make sure that I don't die. I hear. Because this troll decided to attack me. Right, heading over to these ruins. Got a ring, and there's a goblin guarding it, but, you know... I don't even need to assassinate it at this point. Alright, so got 10 strength, thanks effectively. Which means that I can go and fight... Oh, this is an Umbra Spider now. I guess something happened to the Battle Hulk. Alright, so that's turn number 12 spent in the dungeon. Because now I'm back in here. Draw adventure card. There's the Dark Acolyte. We've had to have rolled a 6 to be able to beat me, even with that 1. Now I can trade trophies for more additional craft. That was turn number 13. Now I'm gonna reroll. You know what? I'm gonna... Okay, I guess I'll just gain 1 gold. And there's a blizzard, which somehow affects me even though I'm underground. It's 14. Okay, this might kill me. Yeah, this is killing me. Fantastic. Alright, so now... Guess I'm starting with a new assassin because I do have the ability, I have the ability to respawn enabled. Yeah, I'm gonna reroll that. Yeah, to try and get to the dungeon faster. And I'm out of funds once again. Of course now, I'm ridiculously behind. But hey, here's... keeps followers, but there are no followers here. I can keep unwanted spirits at bay. Cards. Vampire bats again. I'm just gonna reroll. Get right past those. Instead, go over here and fight guard with a strength 5. Assassinate. And still lose. Yeah, fine. I'll take the 1 damage. That was turn number 16 spent in the dungeon between 2 different assassins. Ends at this point. Corridor. I can just banish the spirit with the power of Jesus. And I'm being attacked. Yeah, this time I will reroll. And of course I'm still gonna get a 1. Well, here's hoping I just get a 3. And of course I don't. I get a 2. Yeah, I just want to claim my predecessor's stuff before this asshole Amazon can. Okay, good. The Amazon has gone away. But I'm still having to do some work to be able to get over to that spot. At the Tinker Forge, nerds will remain here for the rest of the game. Gain 3 gold. I'll be miss your next turn if your aircraft is less than 5. And the Tinker Imp. And there goes my cross. 4 spaces away into the pile of stuff. And of course the Tinker Imp is a spirit is going to take my cross. I think Amazon might actually have gotten... Yeah. Yeah, that piece of shit took my fucking ring. Poison, poison, poison. Nope. Of course not. Well, at least she just took my amulet that wasn't really doing a whole lot for me anyway. Oh, and I've been completely losing track of how long I've been in here. Alright, so let's see. Last time I noted down one of my turns in the dungeon. It was... I believe it was when I was fighting the cave goblin. So that was, I'm gonna say round 39 was when I lost track. So that's an additional 4 turns in the dungeon. And of course I'm gonna the dang Tinkerer had to take my cross, and now I'm against practically every spirit in the entire deck. At least I have a shield now. I have some means of protecting myself. Right. This is going to be turn 23 in the dungeon. I honestly like my odds better against this elf than I do against the... Oh, of course I win now. Now when I'm expecting to die, I win. And that's turn 24 spent in the dungeon. It's that. Moving back one space. Alright, so let's see. Shield of Faith is useless to me. So I'll just pop it on the bottom. I should put something before the Crystal of Power to keep that Amazon from getting it. So I'll put Elixir of Wrath, Soul Binder, Crystal of Power, and then Spirit of Vengeance. Well, I am being sent to the library now, so got my amulet back. Don't need 2 helmets, but really I don't need any as long as I have my shield. Alright, get spell. Oh, it's just divination. That's completely worthless to me. Need for at least the next few turns. And that was turn number 25 in the dungeon. Move over here. Okay, so it doesn't look like Amazon managed to get... Oh, of course, somehow I got the order wrong. That was, I believe, turn 27. Things are going so well. I'm just gonna drop this helmet because, again, you kind of only need one defensive item like that. Now it's turn 29 in the dungeon. Right, Mimic. Effectively the same as a doppelganger. So just auto kill and gain a strength off of it. So let's see. I think I'll probably put Nightmare down last. Nightmare or Vassal of Darkness. I think I'll go for that last. So Nightmare, Casket. Actually, no. Nightmare, Weaponsmith, Casket, Troll, Vassal of Darkness. Why? Why must you... did you do this to me? Well, guess I'm dying again. Or? Actually, no. I'm just getting sent back to the crags. Again. I'm counting that as turn 29, even though I didn't finish my turn in the dungeon. Cool. Troll gets an extra turn, essentially. Right, guess I'll finish my fate at least. Oh wait, no, I'm still the same assassin. And that demon is still there. Yes, I can get back up to full health. Now I'd rather not be lost. Yes, good. One craft that's not it's not super useful to me, but at least I'm not missing a turn. Alright, the lance is useless to me, and so is the specter, so I'm just gonna bypass that whole situation with the power of Jesus. And I don't need a helmet. Yeah, sure, I'll immediately take another turn. So that was turn 30 in the dungeon, and this will be 31. Missing a turn, but I'm not counting missed turns in the dungeon. You know, it's a missed turn. And I just wasted Knees of the Fate on a perfectly good roll. However, nobody got to the weaponsmith before me, so I at least got a free sword. And I have gold that I can pay to the torturer. That's turn number 33. Cards. Yeah, I can't win that. So I'm just gonna back off into this tunnel. Hope it's once again time for Jesus. Right. Okay, so that's turn 34 on to turn 35. Let's see what's over here. Oh, that's just where I left my elixir of wrath. Alright, Goblin Tunneler. I can just kill this guy instantly. Right, turn 35. Oh, and it can move to any tunnel I want. Because of killing the tunneler. So I'm just gonna move over here. Fight a knoll. Immediately win. Alright, so it's turn number 36. Trade trophies. Use for strength. So now I have effectively 6 strength. Strength in battle. Goblin Marauders. Assassinate. I didn't roll a 1, so I just win. That's turn 37. And get another point of strength from that. Well, we've got a couple people that might potentially be winning the game soon. But that's not great. That was my previous turn was turn 38. The only rope is useless to me. Alright, so let's see. I'm absolutely going for the weighted dice. Because that means that I can because that means they only need to reach page 14 strength against Lord of Darkness. Let's put the Death Knight on the bottom. Crawling Slime right nearby. Kobold Brute, Goblin Trapsmith, and weighted dice. Are you kidding me? Well, at least I got sent to the forest this time. And I got a treasure. So I can get the Elixir of Life. You drink from the Elixir of Life whenever you lose a life. To do so, roll one die. That could be good. Yeah, I'll go for the Elixir of Life. And I guess I'll just ditch this amulet. But at least I'm much closer. Defeat the Lord of Darkness 4 times. What? Why is the troll just sitting there? Oh, guess I'm missing a turn. Which at least there's a couple dungeon doors, so when I inevitably get sent back out here again, because for some reason the game loves to roll 6s for me, specifically the no, I don't want to buy a hag. Alright, so that's 39. Let me guess, you're here to steal, the few good things I have. No, apparently not. Apparently you're just here to try to kill me. The troll died somehow. Even though he's been... I think he lost enough dice with death. Like, enough times... Because, like, that... there's all his stuff. Just piled on that one spot. I don't really need to pay because I can just instantly kill the guard. Alright, so I believe that was turn 41 in the dungeon. I'm gonna travel to this tunnel. Alright, I got the weighted dice. Let's hope I don't need Jesus anymore. $42. Missing another turn. Yeah, I've got some breathing room now, I guess, because the troll who was the closest to winning lost to the Reaper. I don't need to buy anything right now. Like, I have 5 gold, but I guess I could have bought some armor. Yeah, that probably would have been useful, but like I've got 2 contingencies. Like in a way, the elixir of life is like armor but better. Because like at least when it succeeds, you have a chance of gaining more life than you lost. Alright, turn number 43 in the dungeon. Kobold Brute. Gonna kill him instantly. Alright, assassinate, auto kill. That's dungeon turn number 43. Right, caverns. Oh boy. Nope, not using my sword. Does this do anything to armor? Nope, just any weapon. But then again, I can just auto kill. Now here's the point where I could have used some help from good old JC. But hey, isn't my elixir supposed to kick in right now? Okay, I can queue it. So that will be 12. Yeah, gonna trade those with strength. Okay, so I think I was supposed to have it queued before I even started the fight. That's on me for not understanding how the thing works. Potentially that's on me. Either that or, you know, it's just incredibly unclear. Alright, so that's... well... yeah, still not thrilled about my odds there. So we'd have to roll at least a 4 to even get a standoff. So I'm just gonna go there. Moving forward 1 space. He's caught by the torture chamber. Pay the torture 1 gold. Turn 47. Alright, another kobold brute. Alright, assassinate, auto kill, trade trophies. Alright, so I've got 8 strength, 9 in battle. So that means I can get up to a 15 against the Lord of Darkness, which would get me to the Cursed Blade. But that's not where I need to be. I need to be strong enough to go straight to the Crown of Command. Right, tunnel grinder. Just gonna assassinate that as well. Auto kill. 49. Head into this corridor because otherwise I'm heading... Alright, cool. A torch. Yeah, I'm gonna ditch my sword, actually. And that's turn number 50. Bent in those dang dungeons. Alright, so I can... yeah, I like my chances well enough to go and fight the Battle Hulk. Alright, assassinate. Oh, of course I roll... of course I... roll... roll... Oh, a 1. Fantastic. But at least my shield saved. So that was turn number 51. Use my torch again. Head into this tunnel. Giant beetle. Assassinate. Auto kill. trade trophies. He's gained another point of strength. Now I'm up to 9, 15 against the Lord of Darkness. So I'm back to where I was essentially before I ditched my sword. Or for this torch. Alright, a 1 or 3, so corridor, kitchen. I'm gonna go for corridor. Oh, I just have to roll higher than Phantom Hound. And I actually did. So I actually get rid of this elf fully. And get now turn 52 of dungeon delving. I get to gain an additional 1 point of craft. Alright, monster pit, cavern, tunnel, or vault with two monsters and 2 bags of gold. I'm gonna go for the cavern. Ooh. Got it. I've got the Vassal of Darkness down. Alright, so now the question is, what do I drop in favor of Soul Drinker? You know, I'm gonna drop the Elixir of Life purely because I don't know how to fucking use it. Like, on paper it's good, but if you can't figure out how to actually get it to activate, it's worthless. Alright, got Snake Eyes, so regardless, you move the closest enemy in the dungeon to this space. So it'll be one of the guys over there. If there are no enemies in the dungeon, draw 2 cards instead. Yeah, I'll move the giant beetle over here. Alright, Soul Drinker, Shield, Assassinate. Which die doesn't really matter there because I was already beating it by such a high amount. I'm gonna say I've missed knowing down a couple turns there. I'll put it at 56 just to be safe. Corridor. And I forgot to use my torch. Alright, 57. Use torch. 2 or 5. Tunnel or vault. I'm gonna go for the vault. Alright, Servant of Darkness, Cave Goblin, and Fire. So those 2 might be a moot point. Okay, good. The thing that kept sending me to fight the Lord of Darkness way before I was ready is gone. Right, trade trophy. Now I can get up to a 16 against the Lord of Darkness. But that's still not enough because I have to get up to a 20. Ooh, a hidden challenge has been revealed. Defeat 100 cultists. Alright, 58. Save from not activating my torch by a misclick. Right, move over to this corridor. Goblin Tunneler. Yeah, actually, I'm not even gonna use Soul Drinker. I don't even need to assassinate because that's a goblin with 4 strength. So that was turn 59. Travel over to this tunnel. Snake pit. Literally impossible for it to hurt me. Maybe because I'm just too strong at this point. Alright, up to 60. I'm gonna head over to the summoning circle and bring the cave troll over here. Alright, assassinate. Yeah, might as well dispatch him with style. Alright, trade trophies. Alright, so that was turn number 61. I just need 3 more strength. Even just finding a weapon that can grant me like a +3 would help. 7 encountering enemy exiled to the discard pile. Nah. Because like, the more I use Soul Drinker, the higher my risk. Yeah. Gold isn't worth the 1 damage. Like the 1 in 6. Oh, fucking cool. And of course it had to be the same piece of shit Amazon. Well, like into Runestone, I don't even use those. Well, this has been a very successful night with Talisman. Alright, so it is 30 minutes to the 2 in the morning. But honestly, I kind of want to keep going. Particularly so that I don't have to end this on the note of 2 unsuccessful challenges in Talisman that I devised myself. So I think Plus, also, like, I prepped stuff for, like, the AI slash procedural generation segment, so I might as well do at least some of that. So I will be right back. As I could probably, use something to drink before I continue.